Sure, players can get lucky from ruins in Polytopia, but what if both players get the exact same thing from their ruins? In this Aquarion live game, we'll see Reaper, a 5-time bullet champion, show us how to take a chance on ruins combined with smart battle tactics to turn a losing position into victory. Both players get the same rewards from their ruins, but Reaper leverages them to win. Okay, let's watch the replay. Hello, I'm eSpark. I'm on the Arctic Wolves team, and with me today is Reaper.
Hello, my name is Reaper. I am on the Ronin team. Today we will be having a dry, tiny Aquarion mirror for our Bullet 20. This was actually, I think, one of my first bullet games with Aquarion, so I was still trying to figure out what was the best way to go about playing this game.
Oh, really? So you were like learning as you played. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us who's your opponent. Info
So
screen, who we're
my
playing against.
opponent is Yeti Peaks. He is a great player. I played him in the last Bullet Grand Finals, I think.
All right, let's see how it plays out.
So here I spawn with a pretty unique spawn, I'd say. I have two animals, I have two fish, and then I have these lovely mountains that block all my
Yeah.
expansions to the east. Love to see that. But for
Woohoo!
Yeti ends up spawning with two fish, two fruit, but he spawns in the corner, so he could potentially get a lighthouse if he wants
Mm-hmm.
to. Alrighty, so let's start this game off. I go ahead. I move towards the center. I can't really go anywhere else. I mean, I can kind of see that there's maybe a village in the east. I think it looks more promising with these two fruit in the west, and I always like trying to go center. Yeti ends up going straight for the center as well. So I find this village. I don't know he's there yet, but he ends up going. He ends up setting a trap.
Oh.
So um,
He
and
wants you
I
to
end up
step on it
killing.
first, right? Because then he
Yeah.
can kill and then move in, right?
Yes, because then I can't do anything about this now,
Yeah.
right? My he hits my I have to hit I am forced to hit his warrior, otherwise he just, kills it
Yeah.
for free. Um I upgrade my capital with the meeting stars, and I'm forced to train
Mm-hmm.
another
But
warrior
he
here.
can kill with
Uh,
that 10 hit point mermaid, and he gets to keep. You can't prevent him from getting that village.
yep, I can't do anything. So
Yeah.
he effectively gets that center village. And there's nothing really I can do about that.
The
He
trap
tries moving
worked. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tries moving his warrior northeast. And so I'm just going to end up getting a free kill there, but that also helps me move an extra tile towards the north.
Okay.
So maybe I can snag a village in the northeast somewhere over here. So now I'm thinking,
Right.
well, what do I do?
You can kill his 5 hit point mermaid. You cannot take
Mhm.
that city. Those mountains are in the way. You don't have what are your options?
Yeah, so I'm like, well, my only other option is expanding east. He'll eventually probably chase my warrior down, and I mean, maybe I can snag a village. Maybe I can snag like a ruin or something. I was kind of hoping
Mm,
to find a ruin and get like a vet
in the
sword or
north.
something, and
Yeah,
then
maybe.
really
Okay.
try and secure a position there. But and also, fair note on
Oh, the
dry land, you
south.
can't. Yeah, you can't actually have villages spawn two tiles away from the border, and so there's actually no villages along
Yeah,
this
there cannot
edge.
be a village down there.
Yeah, so these fruits, they look enticing, but there's nothing there, I promise you. We can we can even look now. Hold on.
Do not be
Uh
tempted by those fruits in
there's
the south. There is no village down there.
there's a
Don't,
ruin down there
yeah.
which I
Don't
might
fall
find
for
later
it.
on.
Don't fall for
Yeah.
it.
Alrighty. Let's move on. So I obviously start continuing east, kill his warrior. I
Mm-hmm.
see a fruit up here, which is
Mm-hmm.
nice to see. Hoping for a village. I expand east. I train another warrior because,
Mm-hmm.
need them units to expand.
He's going to
He
get the
ends up
middle city.
capturing.
And is he going to get an explorer?
He ends up getting another warrior.
Oh,
Um, Maybe he was uncomfortable about this warrior and wanted to deal with it immediately.
maybe he wanted to go get the
Um,
lighthouse. We don't know. We'll see.
yeah, lighthouse and maybe go fishing. I can see that as well.
We'll see. Yeah.
Um, so I expand east, and I don't find anything.
No village
Um,
for you.
yep, no village for me. I start
Sad.
sending this warrior down here.
Mm.
I'm thinking I can maybe grab the lighthouse and
Yeah,
grab fishing. I was considering going north here with this warrior, but I had a feeling he had maybe a unit up here somewhere that was
yeah.
expanding. And so I was worried he would just kill my warrior and then he'd, be able to kind of fast track into getting everything in the north. And also this warrior can now support this other warrior up here.
Yep.
Um, so he goes towards my warrior. Um,
Now what
looks
does he
like
get? And now he
it's
gets
an
the
explorer.
explorer. Mm-hmm.
So he ends up shaping this explorer to go for this lighthouse down in the south. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is actually a very good play because if he can get this lighthouse, then he has a chance for Eye of God.
No lighthouses
Not a
for him.
single, yep, not a single lighthouse. He does
Nope.
get to see ruins, but he
Mm-hmm.
sees that I'll probably get them first.
Yep.
So he does end up whacking my warrior though, which I'm not very happy about.
Ouch.
Um, so now I'm forced to kill his warrior, otherwise he just gets to kill my warrior for free. Um, I try and snag some extra vision up here, but I only see another fruit.
Mm.
Um,
But that warrior's gone. Kiss that warrior. That mermaid. Goodbye. Goodbye.
yeah, so I do find the ruin down here though, so that would look kind of
Mm-hmm.
promising. He just now has a whole bunch of units in the center now. He's gonna have three warriors
Yeah.
in the center, maybe threatening a siege on my capital.
He's
He's
got
scooping
units
up
and
another
he's
village.
got more cities than you.
Yeah. So I need something big.
Yeah.
I need something to happen. I'm hoping I can get like stars or population
Ooh.
would help. Really anything. A
Really
vet sword would be
anything.
great. So this turn, he makes an amphibian and is threatening a siege on my capital.
Uh-oh. He has a rider and two warriors in range. He can siege you.
I'm like, well, my only opportunity is a crab. Let's see. I got two lighthouses, maybe. I can maybe get a third with an explorer.
So your
And
goal is get a crab. You think you're going to get sieged.
yep,
How can you get a crab in time and stay alive?
yep. I'm trying. I'm trying to work it out. I end up getting population from the ruin, which is extremely helpful.
Oh, that is so
Um,
lucky.
so I end up getting 5 stars from that. Um, so I get forestry and I grab fishing before capturing my second village.
Oh, you can't
And
upgrade the second village though, right?
yeah, no, I cannot. I cannot upgrade the second village. But what I do is I set up for a crab next turn with discovering the lighthouse
Yes.
with my warriors in both corners. So even if he sieges me, I do lose the stars for that turn, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't really do anything about that.
No,
He does
that
hit my unit.
ruin, the population from the ruin is going to keep you alive. Oof.
Yeah, population ruin clutched me up. So I end up getting this crab, which in turn it does actually help me because I can place it over here. Um,
Oh, you can upgrade the city in the east with the
yeah.
monument.
I see that he has all the villages.
Nah, there's one
He
left,
have
but he's going to get to it first.
yeah. Well, so I see that he's probably gonna get. So it's gonna be 5 villages to two. Which I'm at this point I'm kind of thinking, well, I mean I'm gonna try and fight, but there's really not much I can
It's an
do in this
uphill
position.
battle. It's an
Yeah,
uphill battle. Oof.
it's not looking good. I mean, he's just constantly killing all my units, and he decides not to give me any kills here. I found this interesting. If he gives me enough kills, then I can get killer, which
Right.
I can in turn get another crab. And so, when going amphibians, you go for a really aggressive expansion, but you decrease your eco, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't get as many stars. So a crab is really dangerous for him. So he just tries to slow me down, putting warriors in front of my crab. So I can only move my crab to only one tile
One
in
tile
range.
because he's zone of controlling you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's blocking my units from moving.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The Polytopia world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they have under the square. Aqua farms are always greener in an archipelago. You dream about other tribes there, maybe some T0. Just look at the tiles around you, units with tails and fins. When flooded terrain surrounds you, amphibians score more wins. Under the sea, under the sea. There's sharks and jellies, mermaids aplenty in our tech tree. Riders and roads might seem like fun, but Aquarion is number one. The Navy has troubles, we have speed bubbles under the sea.
So I go ahead and grab Org. And I'm happy to see that I have 2 farms in this other
Okay.
village because I really didn't want to go mining.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe I can get a crab here. But we'll see.
Why didn't you want to go mining?
So I was worried that if I went for climbing, that there would maybe be like, I don't know, one
Mm-hmm.
gold in this mountain, and I'd be scammed out of 5 or 6 stars, which would hurt me a lot. Meanwhile, I could go org with a safe upgrade, and I can see the farms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if I needed to, I could take that risk for climbing and mining, but I don't need to, right? It's not necessary. And I do have this ruin over here, so I mean, maybe I get climbing or something from it,
Yeah.
stars or something that'll allow me to go mining, which is what I'm hoping for. I need help in this position. I need a lot of help.
Yeah, you are
So he,
behind. He's going to have, what, 4, 5 cities? Ouch. And you're only going
yeah,
to have 2. Oh, did
yep,
he
he ends
siege
up
you
sieging.
with an
He
amphibian?
sieged
You're
me
on
as an
fire.
amphibian.
You're on fire. Get a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Yeah. So I couldn't really. The problem is I couldn't really train a unit here. If I did,
Mm.
he just sieges it. So I just kind of let it happen. There really wasn't anything I could do. I just accepted the siege and went on with it.
The crab you can
Uh,
kill and escape. You could bounce, right?
yeah. I can escape. So and I decided to kill and move and try and threaten this village in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and force him to deal with the crowd more effectively. What this also does is it kind of blocks his amphibians too from getting to my capital.
What are you going to
Um,
get from the ruins? Ooh, a sword.
so
Hmm.
so I get a vet sword all the way back
How do you
here.
feel about
Really,
that?
mixed feelings. I feel like it. I mean, it'll help me create a strong push, right? For one of these villages.
But he's far
But I feel
away.
like by
It's
then,
really far away
yeah,
from the
far
action.
away. Yeah, and I feel like by then I'm probably just gonna have a crab in this city anyways, which I
Yeah.
guess just makes this push even more deadly. So I just trained some more warriors. He gets
Oh,
defenders.
he gets strategy and
Um,
defenders.
well, he trains a defender in the city, so I can't really do anything about that.
Not
So I can't
now.
siege. I do, however, get a free kill. I
Mm-hmm.
get 2 free kills this turn, so I'm kind of slowly, getting to
Hmm.
kill her on my
You
own.
want that monument.
Um,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
you
and I
take
decide.
archers. Wait,
Yep.
let me find my shock face. I am shocked. Shocked that you, Reaper, of all people, went for archers? Oh,
Oh my
amazing.
goodness, archers! Oh man, they're a great unit, and the reason I went for them was I end up killing this one of his warriors on a forest tile, and he doesn't have any amphibians to kind of threaten me training
Mm-hmm.
archers in my cities.
Oh, yeah.
In this
Archers are a
game,
great counter, not only to riders, but also you can get in those, you can attack those defenders from a safe
yeah,
place and not get retaliation. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And also, I have this vet sword that can block my archers from being
Mm,
hit too, which was kind of my
nice.
yes. So I went for archers, and I trained an archer back here, threatening a siege in the center city once again, even with the defender.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so I end up shooting his defender in the center, but I can't kill it.
Not yet. You got to get some more archers in there or something.
hmm So I train 2 more archers, kind of building up a really nice
Mm-hmm.
push here. Um,
But your crab is just kind of biding its time and waiting because you
yep.
can't get into that city as long as the defender's there and you don't have
Well,
any more
it's
units.
it's a great wall for defending troops, right?
Mm.
I kind of got a nice little zone of control while here with the crab, my defense booster warrior, and then my warrior in front. Um, he steps off the village. He knows I can siege the city, so he doesn't train anything there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I do end up sieging his center city, and there's really nothing
Finally,
he can do.
that crab has been waiting to siege that center city for like 3 turns now.
Yep. And so actually, with this kill,
Oh.
I get killer. I have 9 out of 10 on killer, so I kill the defender. And this only just strengthens my push even more. I can get
Mm-hmm.
farming, and I can get another crab in the
You're
east.
gonna push the
Uh,
archer.
yep, and push the archer. Yep, we're gonna push the archer. And I move
Mm-hmm.
the archer towards the center just because it can hit both villages.
Nice.
Yep. So he gets population from his this north run up here, but
Oh.
then he gets his own veteran swordsman over here. So I guess I'm very thankful for this vet sword now. Um,
This is karma.
but
This is like
yeah.
bringing balance to the map. He gets a sword, he
hmm
gets the population, it's evening things up. Well, he still has more cities than you.
Yeah, he does still have more cities, so he still has a slight edge. He tries to go for this for the Eye of God
Oh,
monument down here,
yes.
but I'm obviously not going to allow
You're
that to
gonna shoot
happen.
him, right? Ping, ping.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. Sorry, sir, not allowed.
Nope. No
Uh,
lighthouse for you.
yeah, and I go for a siege here, kind of expensive. Just weakening a whole bunch of my
He's
units,
gonna be able
and I
to
hit his
unsiege, right?
sword.
Oh, but you got a veteran. Nice.
Yeah, I got a veteran, and I'm able to move my crab in further too,
Uh-huh.
so I can threaten a siege again next turn.
Right.
So, and I do get the center village too. So now it's 3 to 4
And
cities.
you upgrade it
Um,
with the farm. Yeah.
hmm So I'm trying to turn the game around best I can. He just barely unsieges.
Mm-hmm.
He gets another defender, but it doesn't matter because I can siege anyway. I just kill a bunch of his units and siege. I grabbed climbing, and the reason I wanted climbing here was I didn't have vision on 2 of his cities. So I was curious if he had a crab or was cooking up something. So being able to see what units he's training helps me kind of prepare. But I do also see that I do have a lot of gold
Yeah.
in these mountains. So I was considering maybe going mining in Smithery, but
Mm-hmm.
for right now, I was just kind of training archers and keep trying to keep them safe best I could. Moving on, I end up training. I train warriors in my center cities. I probably should have trained an archer back here, honestly, but I think I was scared that
Mm.
he was going to push his veteran swordsman towards here, but he really doesn't have any threat.
Yeah, an archer would have been
No.
good there.
Yeah, so, but he ends up going fishing to get his
I
crab,
see
his
that
own crab.
crab. It was about
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah. Took a while. Turn 16 crab,
Yeah.
very late. He places his monument in the north just to get stars back. And he's just hitting my vet sword, and he
Wow.
kills it.
Even though your vet sword was on the forest with a defense bonus, he still just wanted to kill it.
Yeah. And so he gets his own gate of power now.
Mm-hmm.
And he places it over here. He gets a workshop, and he just trains more units. And now I have the edge, right? I now
Yes.
have 4 cities to his 3. So now in this position, I'm like, well, how can I speed this up? What can I do to hurt him?
Yeah.
But let me get some amphibians of my own, right? I go for the easy
And
upgrade,
I
and
want to say we broadcast this live as part of the live stream for the bullet tournament. I'll put a link to the live stream in the chat. But at this point in the chat, I was watching and I was thinking, why didn't Yeti get bubbles? He's had riders for what, 10 turns?
I think did he end up going bubbles? Let's see. Hopefully he finds it. He does hit my archer over here. He goes archery himself.
Archery.
Um, but unfortunately, at this point, the problem with him going archery is he doesn't have a whole lot of units in front
No.
of his archers and riders and stuff. So I can kind of just walk in with my crab. So I heal these, and I make a slight mistake here. I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to go bubbles myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I should have
Did
done
you
is
move a unit and then get bubbles?
I moved a couple units and then I got bubbles. I completely miss it. I kill a unit and I'm like, oh darn, I should have gotten bubbles, and I end up getting it. So I only use 1 unit for it, but I moved the rest of my units, and now we're all bubbled up.
Most of them are bubbled
Um,
up. We have a video that goes through all the changes to the new Aquarions. We're going to put a link to the Aquarion explainer in the description. Go watch that, learn how bubbles work.
yeah. Bubbles turned out to be really useful in this game, and we'll see how I manage to use them. And so now he is archer, so he can kind of pew pew some of my units. He kills my archer over there, shooting my crab, gets rid of
Mm-hmm.
his bubble, which is kind of sad. Um,
Popped your bubble.
yeah, pop my bubble. Um, but I'm moving in with all my units, and I get a really nice
Yes.
siege here on this city.
I don't think he can
Um,
unsiege. Oh no, he has an archer and a rider in range. He can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he can unsiege. But with all my units pushed forward, I can now just threaten sieges on his cities now
Yeah.
pretty effectively. Um, so he's kind of forced to move back,
But it's
and he's just kind of
you just have the dominant position. You really yeah,
yeah.
and he gave up.
And in this position, he resigned because he couldn't get a crab in time. the crab on crab here, you couldn't really get forward, right? Because
No.
if you push forward, I could just put my crab on the city and just shoot him with archers.
Yep.
And it was a great game. I enjoyed playing with the new Aquarion. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to experiment with them more for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for talking me through it, Reaper. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. No problem. Anytime.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. Join our Discord. Come play Polytopia with us. A link to the Discord server is in the description. Check out our merch store and show your tribe pride. Click the store tab or see the link in the description. Take care. See you on the next one.